This improv story is based on the idea a man takes a swim in Loch Ness. Let the story commence. Craig was going to go on holiday abroad to Spain, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to keep my money here, and I'm going to help boost the economy here in this country. I want to see if I can do him a bit by taking the money that I earn here in Scotland and putting it back into Scotland to reinvigorate people. There's people out there with cafes and bike rental, something. He was going to rent a bike. Caravan parks. What else is there? People who like his job it is to maybe clean up the loch. No, keep the money back in here. He thought, nothing against Spain, but I want to take the money and put it back in here and put a wage in the horns of the people here. Just for this one wee break. Not for the whole summer. Just for this one wee break. Put a bit of money in the pockets of people here. And so he went to Loch Ness. He thought, I'm going to go to Loch Ness and I'm going to go for a wee swim. And he thought, actually, they're a pair of shorts. And he went to a wee stall thing where they sold shorts just locally. And he put money in the pockets. The pocket of that person right there. No, a shop in Spain, which is fine. He's got nothing against Spain or anybody in Spain. But he just thought, that's money that's went into that person's horn here, and they're going to then spend that money on their, on their family, on their family unit here. So he got a pair of shorts. The shorts were shite because they were just shite. It's some fucking stall. They were like rip-off things made with really cheap material. The type that looks like it is fucking. They were shite. He went to Loch Ness and he put them on, and he went for a swim, and they weighed them down. They're meant to be like kind of trunks. They were meant to be, and he said to him, he says, "Can these be used like trunks? Are they? Aye, they're swimming trunks." And he went for a swim in Loch Ness, and they weighed them down. They absorbed the fucking water. Trunks aren't meant to fucking do that. And he really fucking struggled. There was a wee island in Loch Ness. He wanted to swim out to that. Just a wee kind of, like a wee bit of land. He thought, I can make that no bother. And when he was halfway there, he knew he was in fucking trouble. In fact, a quarter of the way there, he felt he was in trouble. He could have just turned back. He was only a quarter of the way there, but he thought, nah, it's just, I'll be fine. There's no way I'm in trouble this early. And he kept going. Huge mistake. JT says, trunks don't absorb water. That's right, JT. But you see, what I just said earlier, if you were listening, was that the trunks that he bought off of this stall weren't they really trunks. The guy that sold them wasn't really telling the whole truth, or didn't even really know. If you recall, just a few seconds ago there, and that weighed them down. It's kind of like one of the main elements of this story. It's one of the kind of main plot points, if you like, of the story, that they weren't really real trunks. You're right, because that's the mix-up here. You see, if they were just normal trunks, he would have been fine. That's the plot. That's right, the plot device here. That's right. I don't know, a happy ending, isn't it? How come he's still alive? Don't know, happy ending, isn't it? Anyway, he was really struggling 3/4 of the way there. He thought, I'm fucked. And he tried to go on his back. He thought, I'm really getting knackered here. He tried to go on his back, and he's like that. The trunks were fucking pulling him down. It didn't matter if he was lying on his back or not. He thought, take the trunks off. He went to take the trunks off, fucking got caught. Tried to fucking pull them down. he tied them dead tight because he was worried they were going to come off. Now he's tied them too tight, and the knot was all wet now. And he was like, oh, fucking hell, no. If you ever nearly drowned, I've nearly drowned. It's fucking horrible. No. And the more you panic, the worse it fucking gets. And he managed to get the trunks off. Fucking scratched right down his legs with his nails. Like, fucking trying to get them off. Got them off. Got to the wee island. And his trunks were at the bottom of Loch Ness. And he was sitting at the wee island. I'm talking about. Let me see if I can spot the wee island. Let's see. Loch Ness. Right, let's go there. Map, please. Okay. Tell me there's a wee island. Might get mixed up with Loch Lomond. Shit. It's gotta be. Is there really nothing? There's gotta be the tiniest wee bit of land. You're telling me there's nothing? You're telling me there's nothing? Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't believe it. Layers, please. Thank you. I don't believe it. Is there nothing? Is there nothing? Turns out. It turns out. Oh! No, it's just to tell wizards. This is fucking shite. Anyway, it turns out it wasn't an island. It was a fucking mirage. See, because of global warming and all that, Loch Ness was getting really warm and it was causing heat wave things. And it was reflecting. It was basically sort of refracting sort of thing. It's hard to explain. You wouldn't get it. I know it's kind of air the horizon sort of thing, but the way it usually works, mirages, but this was actually, it appeared to be a floating bit of land. I'll show you if you don't believe me. Mirages are real. Mirage. Real. There we are. What's the mirage? Oh, that isn't there. That isn't water. That's just heat. That's just heat. That's just heat refracting. Bending the light. Is that right? The heat changes the atmospheric pressure or something like that, which somehow, I don't know, refracts the light. Is that right? Kinda like basically when you put it on, I don't know, the other side of a glass or some shit like that. I can't remember. I read it once. Oh, right, there you go.
Physics effect. While at the beach, Guillermo has managed to capture on his camera an optical illusion known as Fata Morgana.
Aye, that's it there.
Is seen when there is what's known as an inversion layer in the atmosphere. Typically, the temperature of the air gets cooler as you go from the ground upwards. But when there's an inversion layer, the air near the ground is coolest and there's warm air above it.
During the day, the sun heats the atmosphere. But over the ocean, the part of the atmosphere...
Are these people real?
...that's closest to the surface is actually cooler because of its contact to
It seemed like comedy, kind of comedy actors. Is it the music?
water, and cooler air is actually more dense. And so what this means is we get layers.
Because usually the wind mixes all these layers around. In this day, the wind was quite still, so the
Atmosphere.
Temperature of the air gets cooler as you go from the ground up.
Like you wouldn't get somebody to come in, three various people sitting in the same seat for the purposes of this. They'd be in their own house. They'd be in their own house.
the wind was quite still, so the layers were.
Wait a minute,
well
Science
defined.
Channel. No,
Light
this
hits
is
the
big
boat,
time.
It gets reflected and travels through these layers all the way back to Guillermo's eyes. Light travels faster in less dense areas and a lot slower
Ah, see now.
there are more dense areas. So the path that the light follows gets bent.
Ah, right.
Guillermo is watching the ship from the land, and because the light path has been bent and he's accustomed to light traveling in straight lines, it appears that the ship is in the air and not sitting on the surface of the ocean.
Right.
In other words, it's the Fata Morgana that floats this boat.
Right. So that there. Right. So. Right, so that accounts for that being up there because it's actually down there, but the light is sort of went that way, but then that there though. You know what you would think? You would think if that's kind of there and that's cold there, you would get a blending. You would get like a stretching. Do you know what I mean? You would see the whole shit, but it would be kind of like dead long at the top and shorter at the bottom. It would be, you know, stretched out rather than just, you know, nothing. This isn't real. Science Channel, big time. Anyway, that's what it was. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He thought it was an island. He went out to it. He went to fucking get it. It wasn't fucking there. There isn't an island in the middle of Loch Ness. And he drowned. But here's the thing. He didn't drown to death. He was unconscious. And then he woke up. And he woke up like that. It was all bright. And he went, am I in heaven? Is this real? Mom? Dad? Grandpa? Grandmama? Is this real? And he woke up and he realised he was on the banks of Loch Ness. And he thought, wait a minute, I'm still alive. How did this happen? And he looked out to the water. And he could see it sticking up. You could see it sticking up, that familiar sight. And he went, Nessie? Is that you? But here's the thing. It was his hard-on. Because he didn't have his trunks on. He just washed up onto the shore. And I don't know if you know, but see if you drown, see it's something to do with the blood and all that. It gives you an erection. And so he was lying there in the scud with a hard-on. Just then, a family were gone by. Gone to Loch Ness. And a few families, and they saw him and they went, get that fucking nonce. And they all ran down and cut his balls off. The end. And that's a true story. How do I know? I was one of the families doing it, and I fucking do it again. It should be strung up by the balls.